Hello, I'm Vanessa with Pro R.E.A Staffing, and with me today is Lily Yu. Lily is a real estate agent in Raleigh, North Carolina, and she's looking for a real estate assistant to help her grow her business. So in this quick video, Lily's going to explain what a day in the life of a real estate assistant is like and what some of the growth opportunities can be for someone in this role. Now, if you're in the Raleigh, North Carolina area, you definitely want to go to jobs.proreastaffing.com, check out Lily's job description and apply. We would love to hear from you. And if you're not in that area, we place positions like this all across the country. So still go to Pro R.E.A Staffing and check out our other job opportunities. All right, Lily, thank you so much. So good to talk to you today. Now, let's talk about your background. Like, what did you do before real estate and why did you become a real estate agent?
Sure. Yeah. Thanks for having me, Vanessa. So I am a Wall Street investment banker turned real estate investor turned real estate broker. I have worked in real estate since for close to 10 years, since 2013. And I've worked in different types of real estate transactions, from commercial to office to retail to now residential. And really, it's becoming a real estate investor myself is what led me to my path to getting my own license and becoming a broker. So I've lived in New York City for a long time with my family. We relocated to Raleigh about 5 years ago. And 2 years ago, I started my own business called Oak Springs Realty. And I'm the head broker for that business. And we are now looking to expand. Our business volume has grown substantially. And so I'm looking for my, right hand sidekick.
Fantastic. And what do you love about real estate?
That's a great question. It's an asset class that I've studied for a number of years. I love that it's a tangible asset. I love that there is inflation protection. I look at it from an investor's perspective, where it's really one of the best assets for you to grow and develop your long-term wealth. And in residential real estate, it's an incredible market here in the Raleigh Triangle area. We get so much migration, inflow, people moving into the area. And so, the appreciation of residential real estate values have gone significantly above the rest of the United States. And for people who are looking for a way to preserve their wealth and for a way to really earn an investment return, real estate is the best asset class there is. I truly believe in that. And there's a lot of knowledge I've accumulated over the years that I now get to put in practice, helping investors and primary homeowners buy and sell real estate.
So let's talk about what your real estate assistant will do to help you serve your clients. So what would there's no such thing as a typical day in real estate, but in general, what can a real estate assistant's day, what can they expect their day to look like?
Yeah, right. So no 2 days are alike. I think that's one of the things I love the most about starting my own business and being an entrepreneur, is that when you are a small business, you really get to drive your agenda. You really get to make, the most productive things out of your day. And, if we are busy with listings for a certain amount of time, then my assistant would be full on prepping the listings for me. They could be spending a portion of their time on the phone calling vendors. Like, we work with professional photographers and videographers and stagers, making appointments for us. They could be, exchanging or communicating with our sellers of those properties, making sure that we have all of the preparations in place. They could also be arranging showing schedules for me and my buyer clients. We tend to schedule several showings in a row. And so, building that itinerary out for our buyers and informing them of the conditions of those properties is really important. So I like to keep, I'm highly organized. I think you have to as an entrepreneur. Um, so my assistant is really there helping me execute and also keeping things continually organized. Um, and so it could be, listing prep, going from listing prep to showing preparation. They also are in charge of our marketing calendar. We have a variety of marketing strategies to not only stay in front of our current clients and generate referrals for us, but also just genuinely touch on our clients every so often, or develop new client target lists. And I do a lot of social media and digital marketing. And so that person is helping us create marketing materials. I use a lot of Canva. And so creating those marketing pieces off of Canva and putting them into, Google or Instagram or Facebook, it's really important. It's very much part of their day. We also do some print media as well. So bringing that to the local printer or national distributors, and working with those counterparties as well. And then I'd say the last piece of it is just there's going to be a lot of kind of multitasking. So they are either talking on the phone or emailing or creating materials for us, or running out and getting a last minute yard sign put in onto a property. I use a service for that, but for whatever reason, if that vendor is not available. So it's a variety of tasks. I think it keeps people who are constantly looking for a challenge and are looking for their jobs to be interesting and exciting. I think it's a really nice mix of that because, our day is varied in real estate.
What are some of the qualities and traits that are essential for success in this role?
Yes. So, I think it definitely takes a specific um, type of workers who truly enjoy the entrepreneurial aspect of working for a small business. And we are so high growth, and we are also really focused on the quality. I focus on client education a ton. I think that real estate, oftentimes, when you're buying a piece of real estate property, that's generally someone's largest check they've ever written. And that's also generally when someone believes that check is going to be in an investment that they're going to generate a positive return on. And yet, residential real estate, I would say by and large, lacks so much education just for the general consumers. And having come from my background in much more institutionalized real estate investing, I think that's where my clients appreciate my value. And I love educating my clients on the entire transaction process, on the asset class, how to take care of properties. I also have a full deck of contractors, handyman, everything, all the resources they have that they're going to need to protect their investment. So, because of all of these things that are nuanced in this role and my focus on client education, I want somebody who is equally driven, who is equally intellectually curious, who loves to learn and drink from a fire hose and perform. And I think that because there's constantly multitasking, not just in that, in the role itself, but just in the process of building a business. I think someone who is successful in this role will be someone who's proactive, who takes initiatives, doesn't sit back and sort of waiting for orders to come in, but proactively diving into the business, diving into the day, help shape and organize our calendars, shape and take initiative and get into the action and take guidance, obviously, when they need guidance from me, be proactive about asking questions also. And someone just who is results driven, wants to be rewarded for their high performance because there's a lot of growth opportunity in this position as well. We're so young, we're 2 years into the business, and I can really see someone who excels in being my right hand, eventually evolving into the head of operations for us. Or if they are, particularly good at and enjoy the marketing aspect, maybe be our marketing manager. It's full of potential, but has to be someone who appreciates that challenge and who is driven, who is proactive, and also very comfortable, I think, with technology. I automate our system as much as possible to take advantage of today's technology platforms. So I use, platforms to manage projects, and I use a lot of marketing tools like Canva and even video editors. And I use a lot of, Facebook and Instagram. So someone with, that kind of marketing experience, working with different technologies would find it much easier to assimilate.
Perfect. And I just want to highlight that working for someone like Lily, if you're coming into real estate, if this hasn't been your background, this is such an amazing opportunity to learn from an expert. So many of these jobs require prior experience. So, I mean, this is a really special opportunity. And I'm so glad that you're open to finding someone who's an amazing administrator and then teaching them real estate, because I truly believe like that could be the best way to find the person who's not only a good fit for the job, but a good fit for your culture and in alignment with your goals. So Lily, thanks for sharing about your job. And everybody, make sure to go to jobs.pro REA staffing to check out Lily's job. And if you're not in the Raleigh area, or other opportunities across the US. And hey, don't forget to subscribe and like this video. Cheers.